What's up, world? This is your girl P. So, am I intelligent or am I crazy? Inquiring minds want to know. I remember before my mother passed away, and my mother passed away before, well, she passed away after I got my first idea about smudge. And I was telling her that I was going to be in the Guinness's Book of World Records. I was going to be a multi-billionaire. I was telling my mother all this stuff, right? And my mother she used to sit and she look at me, and it's like I didn't feel judged by her, So I was telling her how I really felt. And in my journey, I was learning that it's power in the tongue. So, you know, I feel like if it's power in the tongue, and I think I said this in another video, but I don't have so many videos, I wouldn't even be able to tell you where I said it at. I know I said it and I keep saying it. It's power in the tongue, and they tell you that when you talk negative. But if it's power in the tongue, you might as well say positive things. And when you speak positive things like that, people look at you like you crazy. And it's like, why do I have to be crazy because I'm speaking what I want in my life into existence? I mean, it only makes sense, right? So I remember one day my mother told me that someone told her that I was crazy. I'm not gonna say who she said it was, but she was like, quote unquote, said that you're crazy. And I said to my mother, I said, intelligence looks crazy to a stupid person. Really, because you don't understand my mind and the way I think I gotta be crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm out here. I just can see what people be doing. I'm intuitive for number one. I can't see everything because I only can see what God allows me to see. That's anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because me and you could be in a room together and it's $100 bill on the floor. You may not see it, but I see it. And if I see it, I'm gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? But does that mean that you're blind? No, you just didn't see it. How many times have you been on a social media site where someone will post some type of puzzle or whatever it is where they want you to find words, and it's like a whole bunch of words and a bunch of letters, and you may see a certain word that another person don't see? Does that mean you're blind? You know what I'm saying? Like, that could be right there in your face, but you won't see it. You know what I'm saying? You won't see it. So it's things that some people can see, and in certain things that some people can't see. But you wouldn't call them crazy because they didn't see it. And you sitting there telling them you couldn't see that, you couldn't see that, and you guys laugh about it, right? But when a great idea is given to a person and they see it, and then you can't see the idea because you can't see the idea, then you call them crazy. And I think that is so unfair to sit there and try to label a person because you can't, because you don't understand their mind. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing, because I mean, I try to like not judge people because I've been judged so much in my life, right? And I remember one day I was on the bus and it was this guy, and he was talking to himself and he was laughing, and I said, let me not judge him because it be times where a thought will come up in my head and I'll laugh about it and no one's around, and I wouldn't want someone to call me crazy. But he did that, and so it made me look at him different. You know what I'm saying? Because not different like in a bad way. It was like what God wanted me to see was he was happy and he wasn't afraid to show it. You know what I'm saying? It's different. It's like this man was on the bus and he was just smiling, and but he was doing the thumbs up thing and whatever, and I was like, dang, I was like, yeah, people would look at him and say that because this is what we're programmed to call people crazy. We're programmed to say stuff like that because we don't understand the person. But God made us all unique the way He made us. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, my mother told me that someone told her that I was crazy. I came back with, and I don't like to use people as examples. And as I've been growing on my journey, I've been learning to not do that. But at the time, my mental frequency wasn't as high as it is right now. So when she told me that, my instant reaction and rebuttal to what she told me was someone's told her. It's like someone literally said that to my mother. And I told my mother, I said, well, that's what I said. I said, intelligence would look crazy to some, too. But I said a cuss word. I said, quote unquote, intelligence would look crazy to a MF that's stupid. That's what I said to my mother. And I said, people thought Albert Einstein was crazy because of the way he wore his hair, but he was smart. Why does intelligence look crazy to people? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? I'm smart. Like, God made me smart. It's a lot of intelligent people out there that don't. It's like you, because you don't understand their mind and how they can see certain things. It's like this person can't. Like Albert Einstein was a genius, but he looked crazy because you know why? He didn't care about what nobody thought about him. He had his own unique style, and that made him look crazy to people because when you don't look like everybody else, it's like you the black sheep. You stand out when you don't look like everybody else. And then they'll say that you're weird. But you the one are weird because you're trying to look like everybody else. That's how I see it. It's like, why do you want to look like everybody else? Why when somebody go get their hair a certain way, you want to do it? Why you can't be yourself? You know what I'm saying? And when you're being yourself, it's being singled out as weird and crazy and this is and that's. Like, I just got woke up to who I am. You know what I'm saying? I've always been my own self, but when I got that awakening, I just became more of myself and I don't care what nobody think. And because I don't care what no one thinks, I have to be, it's like you stand out even more because it's like you the black sheep. It's like everybody else look the same and you can't tell them apart. But you could tell who I am because I stand out because I'm being unique. I'm being my authentic self. And I don't care what nobody think because I know my ideas that I'm getting that they're great. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm not gonna let somebody gaslight me and say you crazy and you crazy. That's weird. Like that's crazy. Like, why would you sit there and tell somebody that's smarter than you that you couldn't even win a debate with me? If I was to pull out my shadow side, my ego, and we go for a debate, you would not be able to win because I got the mouth of my other side of that Gemini side of me. You wouldn't be able to win. Ask anybody. Ask people. They'll tell you. Because I just choose not to do that because I'm focused on my future. You know what I'm saying? It's like God showed me my future, and then when God show you your future, you can't let nobody destroy it. You know what I'm saying? Just like if God was to show you your future, if God was to show you your future, if you stop focusing on another person and trying to ridicule and criticize another person and paid attention to what God's trying to show you for your life, you'll turn around and then people will probably tell you the same thing, because they don't see the vision. And that's what, so I don't understand why people think intelligence is crazy. But then again, I see why they do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because I got that Gemini mind, I can see both sides of it. I was like, yeah, I can see why people think that. But why would you even speak it out? Like, why would you, even if the thought came across your mind, you should correct yourself because at the end of the day, you only seeing you. Is what a person tell you you're beautiful. They see in themselves, like, what I'm saying, there's nothing wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have to look like everybody else. We don't have to be like everybody else. People want to be like everybody else because they're scared of being themselves. It is so weird how that's how the world is that people are scared to be themselves. So they'll mimic other people. They're quick to go jump on a bandwagon to be like other people instead of being their self. Why is it wrong for you to be yourself? Because you're afraid to be talked about. You could talk about me all you want to, because all you doing when you talk about me, all you doing is making me popular. And you don't realize that. So thank you for your support. But at the end of the day, it's not crazy. It's intelligence. Look it up. People look at it intelligence as weird. What is weird? Unique. That's all it is. Like you take it's the weird is derived from unique. It comes this it's the same word, but it's just been when people say it's weird, it is because they're trying to degrade you. And why would a person tell that to why would a person feel comfortable in saying that to a person's mother? You know what I'm saying? And me and my mother, we had a great relationship. That's why when I said that to her, she didn't care. You know what I'm saying? She didn't care. And she told me what that person said. 'Cause my mother told me everything. She told me everything. So it's like, I was like, and I am going to be in the Guinness Book of World Records. So watch. I believe in myself. And if that's crazy to you, then crazy it is. You know? But that's all I got for you. And I holla though. One love. Peace.